What's good, crew? You know the deal. SCT hijackers, one question at a time. Today's geometry from test 6. Nothing fancy, just how to get through it fast and efficiently. So here we have a ratio question. It says the ratio of the length of line segment XY to the length of line segment ZV is 6 to 1. If the length of line segment XY is 102 inches, what is the length in inches of segment ZV? So here I'm going to draw out the proportion, the numbers and the proportion they're given us. So we have a proportion of XY to ZV. So we're going to have XY proportion ratio symbol ZV. So we know our proportion is 6 to 1, so we're going to write that in our ratio. So we have 6 to 1. And here we can see that our to get our proportion, we have to divide our XY by 6 to get 1. So our proportion should be divisible by 6 if we want to find ZV. So we're going to have 102 to X. And to find our proportion of X, we have to divide by 6. So 102 divided by 6 is equal to 17. Therefore, our answer is A. Pretty simple question. You just have to understand how to use proportion. So here we have a 2D problem. The question states a rectangle has an area of 155 square inches. The length of the rectangle is 4 inches less than 7 times the width of the rectangle. What is the width of the rectangle in inches? So I'm going to draw a rectangle over here to visualize this problem. So it says the length of the rectangle is 4 inches less than 7 times the width of the rectangle. So I'm going to draw the length as 7x minus 4, as it's 7 times the width, but it's 4 inches less. We're going to have our width as W. So now the area of the rectangle is equal to length times width. So we know what the area is equal to 155 degrees. And we're gonna have W as equal to X, so it's in terms of width for our length. So we're gonna have X, which is our width, times 7x minus 4, which is our length. So now we're going to have 155 is equal to 7x squared minus 4x, as we distributed x to all terms in the parentheses. So now we're gonna turn this into a quadratic equation by subtracting both sides by minus 155. So we're going to have 0 is equal to 7x squared minus 4x minus 155. So here's how to simplify questions like these without calculator. We're going to distribute our 7 to 155. And we're going to get 1085. So we want to find all the multiples that add up to negative 4, which is 35 and 31. And because it's a negative 4, we're going to have a negative 35. So we're going to have 0 is equal to 7x squared. We're going to keep the 7x squared minus 35x plus 31. As when you add these two, if you simplify this equation, you would get minus 4x and you'd be the same. So those two expressions are equivalent. So I'm going to keep our 150 minus 155. So now we're going to group. So we're going to factor out a 7x from our 7x squared minus 35x. So we're going to have 7x, and 7x squared with a factored out 7x is the same as x. And 35x divided by 7x is equal to 5. So we have 7x times x minus 5. Now we're going to do the same thing for 31x minus 155. And 31 divides evenly in 31 divides evenly in itself, divides evenly in 155. So we're going to have x minus 5 again. So now we're going to separate these into two separate equations. So we're going to have 7x plus 31 7x plus 31 times x minus 5. That should be a plus symbol right there. So 7x minus 31 is equal to negative 31 over 7, and x minus 5 is equal to 5. We know that our width has to be a positive number, so our answer is 5. So that makes width equal W equals 5. So here we have a 3D problem. It states a right circular cylinder has a volume of 432 cubic centimeters. The area of the base of the cylinder is 24 square centimeters. What is the height in centimeters of the cylinder? So I'm going to draw a cylinder to help you guys visualize this problem. So with our cylinder drawn and our volume and area shown, we can say the area of a circle, which is our base, that's the shape of the base of a cylinder, is equal to pi r squared, and the volume of a right circular cylinder is V equals pi r squared height. So we know our area of the base is 24 centimeters, and we can see that pi r squared is the same pi r squared used in our volume, so we can input that into our volume equation. So we have V equals 24h, which and h represents our height. We know our volume, so we can input V for 432, and we can equal that for 24h. So now 432 is equal to 24 height, or 24h. Then we're going to divide by 24. Divide by 24. Therefore, our answer is 18. Very simple problem. You just have to know what the area represents and how you can translate that into our volume equation. Hey, so here we have a triangle problem. It states in triangle ABC, angle B is a right angle. Length of side AB is 10 root 37, and the length of side BC is 24 root 37. What is the length of side AC? So I drew a triangle to help you guys represent this problem, and I'm going to draw our sides AB and BC. So we have 10 root 37 for AB and 24 root 37 for BC. 24 root 37. So those are our lengths. So now we're going to do Pythagorean theorem to find our hypotenuse, which is side AC. So we're going to have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So we're going to write out our givens, which is bracket 10 root 37 squared. 10 root 37 squared. Plus b, which is 24 root 37 squared. Root 37. And that's going to equal c squared. Now we're going to distribute our squared. So we're now going to have 100 times 37. 100 times 37 plus 24 squared, which is 576. We're going to multiply that by 37. That's going to equal c squared. How we got 37 is because the square root 37, a square root squared is itself. So we're going to get 676 times 37 is equal to c squared. And how we got 676 is because we have a common factor of 37. You can just add 100 to 576. So now we're going to do a two-step equation and square root both sides. We're going to square root both sides. The square root of 676 is 26. And the square root of 37 is root 37. So we get an answer of B.